Go.
All right, peace. We live.
Peace. We are live. Hey, hey. I know y'all missed us. It's been a long time coming, but we are back and hopefully in full effect. You know, life has a way of throwing us both of us some curveballs, but we've been managing to still stay connected despite it all. And the main thing is now we're coming back together to make sure that we keep up the discussions with y'all.
Yep, and I couldn't wait to get to these discussions.
Me either.
I've been needing them. They have been so much. They've been so necessary. It's unrealistic.
Very necessary.
Yep, and so I'm glad we got some good topics to come your way over the next couple of weeks or months or over the next year, whatever it is. Can't wait till we get back in that yard. Can't wait to get back in that yard.
Yes, I can't wait for the weather to break so we can do the backyard boogie.
Oh,
maybe see some friendly faces. Join us in the backyard.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be partying. We're going to do what we do. If you in the building, say you in the building so we can see you. Jump in the comment section. Say hi. Do that. I'm about to put up the link so you can jump in and get down with us. And we're going to have a party tonight. So we're about to be ready. We hope the whole team come along, the whole panel that usually be
right.
there.
Our usual fan favorites, Jay Easy. We looking for you,
Mr. Cooper,
Mr. Mitch,
yes,
cousin
yes.
Stacy. Yes. You know, our usual famo.
Yeah.
Definitely Miss Kendall Renee. Where you at, honey?
Kendall Renee, LJ on the sidelines.
Come on now.
Come on down. We want all y'all to come on down. If you're watching it and don't want to comment, if you're watching it and you hate us, probably hate me. I got a lot of hate going on these days. Yeah,
nobody can hate my brother.
I got some hate going on, but I don't care though.
Shake them haters off, bro. Just shake them off.
Get them going. Boom, 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 boom. So we gone. We ready. Listen, what's the topic tonight?
Today, good men appreciation.
Good men appreciation.
How many of y'all feel like y'all are good men?
Mm-hmm.
How many of y'all have felt like, I'm such a decent human being as a man. I cater to the woman in my life, yet I've been fumbled so many times. Tell us about it.
Right.
We need to hear your stories. We need to make sure we are all on one accord when we say that these good men out here, if you're one of them, you deserve some appreciation.
Yeah. It's something though, because I'm talking about I've been hearing a lot of people say some words that I really ain't been liking to see lately. I've been seeing the fumble word, the representative word, the mask word. I've been hearing all these words, and I ain't been liking them. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Yeah, because it ain't always a fumble, but I'm gonna let y'all go. Peace to y'all. Peace, whoever came in.
We got LJ Moore.
Peace.
We got Aaron Alford. That's all on our Facebook group channel.
Indeed. Mr. Alford. Yeah, that's peace.
Thank you.
We'd love to see you here, man. Come on down, man. Come on, get on this panel sometime too.
Yes.
Mr. Alford, he went to school with us too. Aaron
Alford?
Yeah, you remember him?
I don't. I would have to take a peek.
You'll see his picture and you'll know exactly. You'll be like, boom, there he is, right there. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead. Let's get started as far as good men appreciation.
Good men appreciation.
And we're not saying anything bad about the women. We're just talking about the men tonight.
Yes. First and foremost, I need to hear the definition of what you consider to be a good man. So with that being said, I'm going to ask my brother.
All right. So what I
define what a good man is.
Okay, cool. So what I define a good man as, for me personally, what am I? I feel like a good man is somebody who can actually relate, right? Understand, got good understanding with his mate or his person or his wife or whoever it is. You relate to her with understanding, communication, open communication, being sympathetic and empathizing with some of the things that she might have went through before. You know what I'm saying? Today is beyond the day I think of looking for the man that's going to provide. You know what I'm saying? Outside of providing love, emotional support, so on and so forth. But financially, I think we beyond that because we got women and men doing the same thing today as far as work go and bringing in bringing in the finances to the home. So I think we beyond the day of a man providing. Definitely a good man is somebody that's going to protect. But that's why we get into the martial arts and so on and so forth. Martial arts and boxing, that's one of the mandatory issues. I don't know about with anybody else, but that's one of the mandatory issues within the 5% Nation.
We got Cosmo joining us. Peace, hey, Cosmo.
Cosmo came on the panel last time. We hopefully will get back on the panel again. But as far as that definition go, I know a lot of people are going to be going against that because, you know, one of the things that I'm going to tell y'all real quick in the build on what a good man is, right? A good man could be cut short, right? Because sometimes words can push harder than a shove. You understand what I'm saying? So a woman thinking that she's good and thinking that she's testing a man could make the man say he's going to be vague, he's going to disappear, he's going to get away. He might even walk away from that woman because you can't go asking a good man silly questions because that's what makes him a great man. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that I would tell any woman is not to you know, have the discussion with your man or your friend or whatever it is about him being the good man that he say he is, but don't challenge him in certain aspects of that relationship because a lot of guys, like myself in particular, I can't tolerate somebody challenging me on certain issues in there. And what I mean by that is if I say I'm only dealing with you, right? Don't keep on saying your other women and so on and so forth. Right. That's a negative to me. That's negative energy that's coming forth. And I don't want to see that. Peace, Jay. Peace, Jay. That's negative energy coming forth, and I don't like that because that can tear the house down real quick. Absolutely. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. So overall, a good man, from my perspective of me, and who I would want to see my daughter with is somebody that can provide for her emotionally and empathetically, right, and supportively in her endeavors. Like I said, not so much financial. Somebody that can show love, somebody that can communicate well, and somebody that's very understanding. And being understanding got to be, you got to be somebody that can see with your third eye. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So when you can see with your third eye, and you open to that regard, then you looking beyond the surface. And a lot of people today, when they deal with relationships, they fumble the men. Most women fumble men because they only on the surface. They only dealing with men on the surface, and they've dealt with men on the surface in their past, and they want to keep that on. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that we got to get beyond. Go dive in. It's a 3-foot section in the pool and a 12-foot section in the pool for a reason. Right. Those that's serious about it go diving in the 12-foot section, and the ones that's not too serious, they say stay in the shallow water. Right. They stay shallow and safe. Right. Indeed. So what do you say about a good man? Wow. Yeah, you said a lot, but a lot touched me as far as being able to be that mental support for a woman emotionally. You have to be there for a woman in order for her to label you as a good man. It's far beyond the financial at this point. In this day and age, a lot of women are self-sufficient financially. Exactly. And so when you find a woman that is self-sufficient, she's not looking at you to take over her finances for her. She's looking at how can you complement her life. And so to me, a good man is a man that will find his way into the equation of a woman's life. Because at this point and at this stage of everyone's life, at this point, from everybody that we know in our generation, everyone's pretty much well established and have experienced relationships on many different levels. At this stage, when you're in your 40s and 50s, you should have life figured out as to what you're looking for in a mate. And if you don't, then you're playing in the wrong ballpark. But if you do, most women know how to identify a good man just by the foundation of who you are. And then they have already started to, just from conversation alone, can figure out
how you can compliment them.
Right. Yeah, that's some of the basics too, right? Because so like I'm looking at like I've come across people who don't know how to identify. They don't know how to identify themselves.
Right.
And I always tell anybody, if it's a student or if it's a woman that I'm dealing with, or if it's one of my guys, one thing that you got to do is you got to be able to identify yourself 1st, right? You got to know who you
got
are.
To be self-aware.
Yeah, and you got to be able to identify if you have a problem, right? Because here go the cold part, right? Not many women. I ain't saying all, so don't get me wrong. And if anybody want to join, just hit the link or let us know you want to join.
Right.
But I'm not saying all, but not many women would accept a man telling her about his ex. And all the baggage all the bad stuff that she done did. A lot of women wouldn't do that. They wouldn't accept that. They wouldn't keep on hearing that repeat.
Absolutely not.
Saying?
I mean, in the early stages of getting to know one another, obviously you want to divulge what your previous relationship was like. But after that initial conversation, to drag it on further,
right?
Even after that initial conversation, into days or weeks or months after you've now formulated a friendship that could lead to a relationship, that can be a huge turnoff.
Oh, it's going to
for man or woman, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to hear about the constant troubles that you went through in your past relationship, or how that person was so great but so bad for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to praise this person as saying, oh, this person used to do this for me, and it was such a wonderful experience and a wonderful, gesture of their appreciation. Nobody wants to revisit your past, because your past is yours.
Right.
I can't rewrite that for you. I'm not going to try and compete with that. So from a man and a woman's perspective, it's best to just, keep it very generic, but say, I am where I am today because of my past, but I want you to meet me where I am. Like, don't ask me to consistently revisit certain things.
Right.
There are some immature people, adults, as I call them, adult females, adult males, that will constantly try to dig for information. Like, okay, so even though you were in your last relationship, what about the relationship before that? Well, why does that even fucking matter?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that relationship or any relationship prior to the most recent one shouldn't matter. I am who I am, and meet me where I am and accept me for who I am, or let's just part ways.
Right. Because that's when you get up to the fumble, right?
That is.
And a lot of times, like, I had to battle with the idea of what a fumble was.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm like, a lot of people told me that I fumbled. Good women, right? You know what I did? To me, it ain't a fumble.
Right.
I just dropped the ball.
Right.
I didn't want it no more.
Right.
So
something is like a kid with a toy. Like, at some point you get tired of playing with it. It's no longer exciting to you.
Right. You drop the ball and you move on.
Right.
You go pick up another toy.
I wouldn't even say you dropped the ball, because that can be a connotation for that you accidentally did it. No, you on purposely set that ball down.
Yeah.
You no longer want it.
Yes.
You set it down.
That's peace. I live with that one. That's peace. Yeah. So I put it over there instead of keep on rolling with that ball. So it wasn't a fumble. And somebody told me this week, right, in one of the what's names, I was like, why y'all talking about this fumble thing so much? You know what I'm saying? So she was like, it's when you do wrong by a good woman. And she intentionally said good woman.
Oh.
And she said, when you do wrong by a good woman and you regret it, you regret letting her go. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't totally in agreement, because just like men, right? Myself, just because we say we good don't mean we good, because we're not gonna be good to everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And just because it's good for somebody else doesn't mean that it's good for you.
Exactly. Because I done seen people go into have some horrible experience with one person, and then the next person, that shit look like heaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They
like
over
a
there having a good time.
Relationship. Like,
yeah, they getting it on. They doing what they do. And so now you're like, man, how is this happening?
Right. Because all you heard was the negative.
Right. And so now they building, right? They making things happen because what was bad for that one ain't bad for them. So like I've had people push me away,
Mm.
right? Trying to be slick with their mouth
Mm.
as far as questioning like a lot of people always question so I'm single for a long time. So a lot of people question about
Why the
other
link?
women, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Other women and stuff like this,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I don't like them questions
No, you
because
shouldn't.
right because
Because those past relationships
no
or
they trying
past
to
women,
they try to see
that
about
don't
the women that
define
I'm
who
dealing
you
with
are.
now.
It doesn't even matter.
Right, but here the cold part. I don't date. I don't date. That's why I don't like when women say they date.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because uh, to tell somebody that you dating, we done had this discussion
We
before.
have.
And so to
We
tell
have.
somebody that you dating, and if anybody want to come on, y'all can come on the panel too. The link is in the comment section. But to tell somebody you dating is kind of absurd,
Mm-hmm.
right? For me, right?
Right.
So I'm not gonna date three women at the same time.
Right.
I'm just keep that real with you, right?
Right.
So, because I remember back in the 80s and 90s, when we meet somebody, we say, "Hey, you talking to somebody?"
Right. You mind now.
Yeah,
It's sometimes it ain't even said, it's assumed.
It's assumed, right? And you can't really because you know if you initially walk up and say, "Are you talking to somebody?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you translate that, right, it'll be like, "Are you dating somebody?" Right?
Right. Right.
So now, how it look like me telling a woman that I'm dating three other women,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Now I'm just this is an example, y'all. This ain't nothing
It's
serious.
gonna make you look kind of man horish.
Yeah, and the woman too.
Because right, and
The
the woman
woman
right,
too.
it's gonna make you look kind of whorish.
Yeah, because I know if person A goes into the house, right,
Mm-hmm.
and we having fun the same night that I get there,
Mm-hmm.
right, and she dating four other people.
Right.
Now we done added on to this STD rate.
That's very
Very
likely.
possible.
Very
You see what I'm
likely.
saying?
Yeah.
So one thing that we didn't do back in the days was if you talking to somebody, be like, okay, well, I don't really care about him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But then you're gonna have to drop him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you can't be sitting there talking to this person and this person and that person and that
Mm-hmm.
person. I think that's kind of bad relationship advice right now
Yeah.
because a lot of people are telling women to date and check their options out,
Right.
right? Well, if certain guys are your option, I know some cold guys, right? These guys
Right.
do not play games.
Right.
So if any of these guys are in that option pool, that happened that night.
Wow.
Serious. I'm dead serious. It's like I know it
Wow.
amazed me. You I'm
Wow.
like, hey, you cold. And
Right.
I mean, just thinking about that, like if that person is in that option pool, you got to think who else is in there.
Right.
You so most people go after the same type of guy
Right.
or woman.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going after the same type of guy,
You got two or three of me sitting right there in front of you.
yes, indeed. So now we got that's where the problem come in at. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why you a lot of people get the fumbling
Mm-hmm.
because then when they come across the good guy that says, you know, I'm just really want to holler at you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna holler at nobody else. 'Cause I know what I'm gonna do. Then that woman be like, well, you know, she get to treating you or acting like she got all these options,
Right.
which she probably do.
Right.
I ain't gonna knock anybody.
You don't want to be one of many.
I'm not gonna, not me personally, I'm not gonna be one of many. The reason being is because I know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know on the flip side, if a woman accepts me dating other people,
Mm-hmm.
we might as well get into the whole polygamy thing.
Might as well.
Yeah, because it's not gonna be one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We might have 5, 6. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Might as well have the party and let's get it over with.
Right.
You feel me? Um, if anybody is on here, y'all can say hi or say peace or say what's up, family, or anything to us so we'll know you on there. We still want to shout you out too.
Right.
You know what
Well,
I'm
we
saying?
got LJ Moore who said peace and Cosmo said peace. So they checking in and they watching.
All right, we see they on there, so that's cool. And Cosmo, if you want to come on and give your build on it, I know we always get some good builds on relationships and stuff like that. When you around, we do some heavy building.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this, Ice. What would your advice be to women about not fumbling a good guy?
Well, my first advice to you would be exactly what my brother said. Like, obviously, you have to get to know these people that you're introducing into your life, in your spectrum, your cipher. And if they're not worthy of taking things potentially to the next step, then they shouldn't be a part of your cipher anymore. It's just to be somebody that you know. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of times the options come in because they got this guy who's interested, but there's something about him I don't like. So I'm going to entertain him, but for the time being, still keep my eye out for something better.
Wow.
So now here you got this one guy who's pretty cool. You vibe with him, but there's just this one thing that you don't like about him. And now you're entertaining him just for the moment when you should just be letting him go, because even though there's one thing that you don't like about him, that's a missed opportunity for him and another woman to connect. Because where you're telling him, yeah, you cool, we cool, everything is cool, he might be cutting everybody off exclusively, but you haven't done so because there's just that one thing about him that you don't like about him. And so now you want to keep the options available. So now you're out looking for something else. And to me, not only are you doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing a disservice to that man and another potential woman. And a lot of times women don't look out for women the way that we should. So let that man go. He might be good for somebody else, might be great for somebody else. If there is even one thing that you might feel could potentially steer you in a different direction, let him go.
Right.
Just let him go.
Right. Let him go. Let him go do what he got to do. It's crazy because every time I think about the fumble aspect, right, I start thinking about other things I've seen. And I was watching I forget, do you remember the young lady name? She's all over YouTube and Facebook. She got the pretty eyes. She got the show. She got the pretty eyes. Big chest girl. She got an accent. She got an accent.
I know you're not talking about Keita Rose.
No, not. She got an accent, a heavy accent.
Oh no,
she from somewhere. I don't remember this young lady's name, but I watched a clip with her today, and it was it was okay. So it was like 3 people was on the show, like on the panel. Her, another woman, and a guy. And I guess the woman was looking for a man. So the woman whose show it was, she was on there. The guy was on there. I mean, another girl was on there looking for a man, and a guy came on to try to get, talk to the girl. He must have liked her, so he gonna talk to her, right? But so when he come on there, he starts off by saying what he do, which is what they trying to do. They trying to find out what he do.
Right.
So I'm asking you, is this a fumble or is this something she probably just wasn't in? But so she said, so the guy came on, said he was an astrophysicist, did all of this stuff, basically a genius,
right.
Young guy too, right? 20-something years old, whatever. So he's a genius and things like this. He getting it on, moving, boom, 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 boom. So she asking him questions. The girl's asking him questions. The ladies asking him questions. He answering, bow, bow, bow. So if anybody's seen that, let me know who that girl is.
Yeah, that I'm curious.
But I'm gonna show it to you too.
All right.
But she asking questions and doing different things. And then when it's over, she was like, all right, bye. Right? Yeah, she said, all right, bye. So the lady who hosted, she's like, what's wrong? She said he was kind of like I'm paraphrasing here, but she basically was like, he a square, he don't got no swag, he just a little boring.
That's whatever. That one thing.
But now here go the cold part. Is it that a woman is it still fumbling? She might not regret it, but the chance is of her life being different, right? Only because he didn't have a swag,
right? Yeah,
and he was somewhat square,
right?
Boring, I guess,
right?
Is it still a fumble?
I don't think it's a fumble. It's definitely, and I appreciate that she passed on him right away because that one thing about him, which is his swag that he didn't have, she's going to find that in the next man now that she's able to rid herself of someone who just wasn't quite up to her level or her standard.
On the swag side.
On the swag side, it's as minuscule as it is. Like
Yeah.
I've heard where guys and girls will cut someone off for something very small, like, oh, his feet are too small, or her hands are too big, or just something really minor. But something that's minor to us might be a significance to that person. So the fact that he doesn't have swag, yeah, he's a physicist. He's super smart, probably makes a ton of money, but she's probably that adventurous type. And someone that doesn't have swag, that is so driven by their career, might not be as ambitious as she is. And so they're not going to be equally yoked.
Right. No, I get that.
I don't think she fumbled. And again, from a woman's perspective, thank you. Thank you for letting that man go so that he can find his person. You just weren't it. And instead of holding on to him because he's super smart and has this great career, those are all really great qualities that a lot of women will treasure and value. But to her, that just seemed to be as insignificant as it was. It wasn't it. It
wasn't what she wanted or desired. And instead of fumbling, she just left it where it was at so that she wouldn't have to fumble it down the road. Okay, that's peace. Hey, we're gonna take a quick what's name. I want to show that clip.
Show the clip.
I want to show the clip so that people can actually see where we're coming from when we talked about fumbling and stuff like that.
All right, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then and before that, I want to say support your HBCUs, y'all. Support your HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? This sky piece was compliments of Mr. Cooper. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. He bring it back for me, so we're gonna keep it going.
All right.
Let me show y'all this clip that we came up with, that Ice came up with to kind of generate
as
this
inspiration
topic.
for this topic, y'all.
And tell us what y'all think once it's over with. I'm gonna do a screen share real quick, and then y'all can tell us what y'all think about it. All right, we're gonna be here. Okay, let's go.
And I keep bringing up this stat because this is what it is. Over 60% of men today, between the ages of 18 and 29, that are checked out and done with relationships, sex, family, dating, settling down, all the way across the board. Men are so done, so checked out, so focused on self-elevation and self-preservation, bitch, that they're not even entertaining the idea of being settled down and committed to a woman.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
Ain't no fumbling a good man and going and getting a new one. In today's time? Hell no. Look, I know y'all gonna give me backlash for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you got a good man, bitch, you better be out here washing his feet, kissing his feet, bowing down, bitch. Because, girl, even if he is a good man, a lot of the good men in today's time don't even want to settle down. They don't even want no woman. So if you find you a good man that wants a woman, you better show and prove why you need to be a part of his equation, a part of his life. We're living in that time, ma'am. So for you to be so damn delusional to truly and authentically and wholeheartedly believe that you'll be able to go out here and find you a high-value husband, and you come along with baggage, girl, please.
You need to have several seats.
It's so damn bad in today's time. And I keep bringing up this stat because this is what it is. Over 60% of men today, between the ages of 18 and 29, that are checked out and done with relationships, sex, family, dating, settling down, all the way across the board. Men are so done, so checked out, so focused on self-elevation and self-preservation, bitch, that they're not even entertaining the idea of being settled down and committed to a woman.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
Ain't no fumbling a good man.
There you go.
All right, peace, y'all. I played that like two times
just so you can get the full content.
Yeah. So we can get it over with. We want to see what it's like. June, peace. Roz, peace. Jay, easy, peace. See what you can get the full content of that clip.
Mm-hmm.
That clip was good because that young lady, she brung it. I mean, she brung the heat.
Did.
You got to stop. She said it. You got to stop fumbling when a cat is actually trying to
man.
participate in your life and be good to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of women done went through so many guys that they don't even know how to recognize. You know what I'm saying? They need a new pair of glasses when they come
Right.
on. When it comes to a man coming in their face.
And that goes
You know
back
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
woman that you were just talking about on the podcast or video that you watched. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't see the value in what that scientist brings or could bring to her life. She couldn't
Right.
find a way to fit him into her life
Right.
because he didn't have swag.
Right.
Sometimes something so nominal as swag can be something that you can help bring out of or add value to his life.
Right.
Maybe he didn't understand that that's probably what was necessary to get a woman like you. And you're not taking the time to teach him about the woman that you are and what you desire in life because you just crossed him out. But again, I appreciate it because you let that man go on to potentially find a woman that is going to really value him.
Right. It's crazy because this cat, when I'm watching the clip, and we see you, Jay Easy Peace. Give me 1 second, we're gonna roll. But when I'm watching the cat talk, I'm like, this guy is the next Dr. Tyson, right? He's an astrophysicist coming up, right?
Mhm.
I'm talking about, it's gonna be some square biz, and you might not understand the language that he speak, but
Right.
you talking about rearranging your life. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
building, sometimes you're gonna have to accept some things. You know what I always say, right? Was like, this is just a true story, right? It was years gone by. It's like 25 years ago,
Oh wow.
right? I was talking to this girl. This woman. She had 6 children already, right? And it's real talk. So she had 6 children. And I was like, okay, she was super fine, right? She was gorgeous. I know why she had the 6 kids. She had the 6. Check it out. She had the
You
6.
said I know how she got them 6 kids.
Yeah,
Fine.
she had 6 kids by 5 guys.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no doubt. So
That's
check
a
this
lot.
out though. This is cold blooded because this woman had 6 kids by 5 guys. And then one day she called me, right? Because player on the scene at the time, right? And she cool. She know what she doing. So she hit me and she was like, man, you never guess where I'm at. Yeah, this is what she said. She's like, you never guess where I'm at. I said, where? I ain't gonna say the name, but she was at a ball player's house. Basketball player, right? One of the Milwaukee Bucks, right? So I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I kicked it with him last night. Boom, right? So I was like, me, I'm running the game. You know what I mean? You need to get pregnant.
That's the advice you have for a brother.
No, check it
Get
out.
pregnant by the man. Like, you be set for life.
She got pregnant by 5 guys that wasn't there. She got pregnant by. She told me I don't like him like that. She literally told me that she didn't like this guy like that. So she didn't want to get pregnant by him. I said, man, you have had to lost your mind to be even talking like that. You know what I'm saying? You talking about a fumble.
Right. That
So you going to court for child support with 5 other guys. And the one guy that could have changed your existence, you could have stole some semen. You know what I mean? You didn't do nothing.
It was a foolish decision, but again, I look at it from in
was a
hindsight.
fumble.
I don't consider it a fumble because what she was looking for wasn't him.
You know that you ever see that fumble where they fumble
I
on the
don't
1 yard
think
line?
even years later she's gonna be like, damn, I could have had a baby by that man, and he owned all these businesses and got all this money and
He had that what the young people call that bag.
No, I bet, but sometimes the bag ain't what's chasing. What a woman ain't chasing just the bag.
And that's sometimes that could be the fumble too, because that's what I was leading into. It's all different kind of fumbles.
It is different kinds of fumbles.
Yeah, you ever see the cat that was running down the field and start dancing in football? This is a few years back. He dancing, and right when you get to the 1 yard line, somebody knocked the ball out of his hand.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, fumbled the ball because he was trying to be slick.
Right.
At the 1 yard line. And that's the way I look at people
And I
when they do
guarantee you
that.
that was a play he probably will look back on and be like, damn, I shouldn't have never did that.
That was the play that changed his career.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Easy, peace.
Peace, King. What's happening?
Peace.
Queen,
What's going on with you? How you doing this evening?
I can't complain.
All right. Well, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Show some energy, man. Where you at?
Right. Pep up
What's
a little
up with
bit.
this, man?
Hey.
Y'all got forgive me, man. Like I really just woke up from a nap because I had been working since 5 this morning and
Oh, wow.
a headache put me straight to sleep.
Hey,
So
man, get
please
that
forgive
money,
me.
man. We
And
gonna
if
hit.
you see me doing this, that's just heartburn. I ain't a
Hey,
spring chicken no more.
it's sad to hear about that headache, man. But get that money, man. 5 this
Right.
morning. That's a lot of hours.
Oh, for sure. One monkey don't stop no show.
Indeed. So
I
what's your
work right through it. I'm still laughing at you talking about stealing children.
Wow.
You could have seen.
He
Hey,
say stealing. What she was supposed to do? Grab a turkey baster?
hey, man. Hey, just a
Desperate
little,
times calls for desperate measures. You never know.
a little
Oh
secret would
man.
have changed the game for all of us.
A little bit go a long way.
For all of us, would have changed the whole thing for everybody. You feel me? But go ahead, give us what you think on this topic, man. We got about 17 more minutes, so we go
I
ahead and
mean,
Ain't here for a long time, but the good time for real.
we've been waiting for you to get
for
on,
sure,
man.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
Been waiting to
I
see
mean,
you.
at the end of the day, everybody that fumbled somebody. I fumbled. I ain't even go cap. I fumbled. And
How do
do
you
I
know?
look? Do when I see them nowadays? Do I look like dang? That could be me with her. Nah, it just is what it is. It happened. That time came and left. But as far as women fumbling good men and good men out here that want to settle down and they letting them go, I mean, me personally, I want to settle down, but I I'm gonna put this lightly. I see the same old, same old.
Mm.
And what I mean by that, and I guess it's my circles that I travel in and that I see. And like for me, I just want something real. You ain't gotta have too much. I don't care about what you got financially. You don't even have to have that much, do too much. I just want something real. It's not a lot, it's a shortage of people. And I say people because it's men and women who are running around this world who aren't real with themselves. So they can't be real with the world. And therefore when they see something, they not used to it. Shorty might be used to the dudes that smack her around, drive her all the gas out of her car, dog eye, holler at her friends. So when she get a brother that ain't on that level, it doesn't compute. It's foreign to her. It's like when you first get a different car. You've been used to driving a truck. You used to driving a Dodge Ram or a Chevrolet, whatever the case may be. But then you go out of town on a trip and you in that rental car and you feel so out of place. You feel small. You feel compact. That's what it is for a lot of people when they
Hey,
find something good because they used to.
got a question for you, real quick, not to break your bill, but just to move it up a little bit. What's your definition of a fumble? Wait,
My
first,
definition of a what?
let's go like this. Two definitions. What's your personal definition of a good man? And what's your definition of a fumble?
So let's hear the good man part first.
I didn't know you were finna say that. I mean, a good man, somebody that's handling their business, standing on their business, somebody that may not have it all, but is never done chasing it. Even if they get it all, they never done that with that pursuit. They're living for their dreams. A good man is somebody who's in touch with, if they're spiritual or religious, they in touch with God. A good man is somebody who don't have to say I'm a good man. It's seen. Somebody who, whether they people know him or not, they look up to him. You feel the positivity off of him just in the conversation or just when he walk into the room. That's a good man. Good man is somebody that looks out for his people, whether he know him or not. The little kids down the street, the old lady walking across the street. You know, a good man is somebody who takes care of home and is not afraid to provide. Uh, my definition of a fumble.
Wait, hold up a second before you go to the fumble. Question on the good man part. You said somebody that's standing on their business. What's their business? Because I got a backup question if you say the right thing.
I mean, when you standing on your business, when it's standing on your business, what people see, the perception.
Jay, this for the ladies so they'll know what they looking at when they see a good man. You know what I'm saying? So give it to them now. Go on, don't hold nothing back.
I mean, when you say good man, basically what I mean when I say standing on business is you what people see you doing and how they see you carrying yourself, that's what they really getting. It's not a show, it's not a facade. It's you see that brother at work in a uniform every day because he be working every day. It's a dude that's not jiving and BSing around just to make ends meet, pulling the wool over people's eyes. That's standing on business. When you standing on business, you can work 18 hours a day and validly have something to show for it. That's standing on business. You standing on business, that's when you start something and you finish it.
Mm-hmm.
You start a goal, you chase that goal, you pursue that goal, you achieve that goal. Then you level up and go from there. Level up and go from there because your dreams evolve. And if you're not evolving with your dreams, then you're not standing on business.
Well,
once you achieve stage 1 of that dream, it evolves and you got to get ready for stage 2. And you stand on that business and you keep going until you achieve stage 2. Same thing, repeat for stage 3, repeat for stage 4. It's never ending. Look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates started in his garage. He's technically retired, still a billionaire, and he's still getting out the bed every day going to do stuff to better his companies, better his foundations, and do something right for the world. That's standing on business.
Okay, that's peace. You got any questions on that? Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead then. Fumble it.
A fumble? I laugh because I just literally had this conversation with somebody like 2 weeks ago at the barbershop. When you fumbling, it's just like with the sports. When you fumble in football, you could either hurry up and recover it and keep it on your team, or you can slip up and let the other team pick it up. When you a fumble can be, prime example. Usher's halftime show performance was a fumble for me. It was too many dancers. The costumes, Lil Jon looked like the white woman from The Matrix.
I didn't see.
I mean, it was just a fumble to me.
I didn't see.
So basically, a fumble is when you mess up. When you mess up and you don't see what's in front of you, or you don't take advantage of what's right there in front of you, the blessing that God give you, and you let it slip out your hands. Now, most men, once they realize it's gone, they'll do whatever they can in this world to get it back. I've been in that situation.
Regret.
Some men, once it's gone, They're not worried about it coming back. If it will come back. A fumble is just a careless mistake of doing dereliction of duties.
I ain't got no fumbles. Yeah, I got one fumble a long time ago. I do. I was just thinking, like, fumble.
I appreciate your bill, Josh. That's peace.
That's peace.
I have to disagree with you on the whole football halftime show because I thought personally it was spectacular in the sense that it was strategic and he made sure that everyone knows that when he performs, he puts on a big grand show. And that actually set him up to financially benefit for the next year and a half where he's going on tour. And I guarantee you he's going to hit Beyonce numbers on this tour.
No, and no doubt on that. No doubt on that.
I want to see him now.
Okay, I haven't.
No doubt. This is
a hell of
my thing. Really? Like my thing was when he came out on stage and he had his grandma brooch on.
Residency.
He had his grandma brooch on.
Who did?
Sister Usher. He had Sister Clarice brooch on first Sunday brooch on.
You can't judge the man by what he wore. I mean, he personally did not pick out the effects of what he wore. He
like
probably it was Sunday-ish. It wasn't. I wouldn't have chosen that type of an outfit, but at the same time,
Look at my face. The man had a brooch on.
Yeah,
he had Sister Clarice, first Sunday of the month, Pastor Appreciation, brooch on.
His outfits did not define his performance. And I think if you look past the outfits, you would notice that his performance was top notch.
Okay. He did. He did it. He had a great selection of songs.
He had a great selection of
songs. My favorite part was when the dancer fell off the pole.
He didn't just get up there and sing with a mic in his hand. Like, he actually gave you a performance. He roller skated, he danced, he sang, he involved the audience. Like, he wanted everybody to feel like they were right there singing along with him.
So it was not
and as an entertainer, that's what your goal is. I don't see it as a fumble.
My favorite part was when the dancer fell off the pole.
It's that bad to where now women really aren't that eager to get up and go see
regret doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, and so from that performance, you saying, so like again, like I didn't see it. So from that performance, you saying that it set him up down the road.
Absolutely.
And Jay Easy is saying that from that performance, it didn't look good.
From a man's perspective, maybe it didn't because of his outfit choices. But when you listen at the songs, like he sang everything on key. Let's not credit Alicia's fumble.
Well, he's like Prince then.
Yeah.
He's not going after the men.
No, absolutely.
But she recovered.
To perform for the women.
Yeah. She recovered.
She recovered. But again, so from the start to the end, all of his songs were right on point from a musical perspective, from an entertainer perspective. He made sure that you watched him the entire show. Like there was points where he disappeared off of screen. And so you're like, okay, where did he go? When is he coming back? Because
so he left that desire there.
He did. He
did. Hey, Brother Bourne.
Supposed to do.
You seen The Matrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the white woman Trinity in The Matrix?
With the short hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lil Jon had her outfit on with the boots.
So Lil Jon was up there too?
Yeah, he had Lil Jon, he had
because they did that song.
He had Jermaine Dupri, he had Alicia Keys. Yeah. So he brought out a whole star-studded lineup with him. And he sang a lot of his top hits, and just the performance, each song had its own performance, which is awesome. So like each song, he had an outfit change, he had theatrics with it. It was amazing.
But so again, that would be like the fumble situation, right? So in a fumble, you're not completing your goal.
Right.
And if he's completing his goal, then that wouldn't be a fumble.
I would not deem that as a fumble, because ultimately as an entertainer, you want to be able to captivate your audience. A good entertainer wants to captivate their audience, and they also want to remain valid. Yeah. Like the more that the women love me, the more ticket sales they're going to be, the more songs I'm going to be able to write and sell, and mission accomplished at the end of the day.
Yeah, and the fumble.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. That's just my personal opinion, how I felt about the halftime show. But you are correct. And point in case, he has a tour coming up. Yes. And on this tour, he had no dates for the city of Houston. Well, people voiced enough opinion and outrage about it. Now Houston has 3 dates.
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Mission accomplished.
Point scored.
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving weekend. He'll perform the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the Friday after Thanksgiving, and the Saturday after Thanksgiving in Houston.
I guarantee you, the women that are buying his tickets in Houston and all across the nation are not buying these tickets to see an outfit.
Hey, I'm going to stand outside.
I guarantee you, the less clothes this man has on, the better. And at the end of the performance, he had on very minimal clothing.
It's funny you say that.
All kinds of skin. And
it's funny you say that, because I watched the Super Bowl at church. The church I go to, we had a Super Bowl party. And when he got ready to perform, every woman in the room, whether their husband was with them or not, they went and sat in front of the TV.
Absolutely.
And when he took his shirt off, and I'm talking about mixed races, When he took his shirt off, all the women was like, "Oh my God!" I said, "Y'all lusting in the house of the Lord, you heifers."
I bet you they guys was ready that night.
Right.
I'm waiting
Pastor
on that.
and Deacon was like, "Come on, Miss Mabel, let's go. Let's go. Let's get out here."
Yeah, I will be waiting at the end, at the exit door for the women to come
I'm
out.
at the after party. I'm
Yeah.
at the after party.
If that's what it is, I want to see right after he warmed them up, and now I'm ready to go and finish the job.
And it's a lot of women out there that are now. Me personally, I'm going to find him. He does not have any Milwaukee dates booked.
Gotta have Chicago.
I haven't seen Chicago yet, but
They got Chicago and Detroit.
I did see Minnesota and Detroit, and both of those are sold out.
Damn. Yeah, not a fumble.
They're sold out. It's definitely not a fumble. My ass will be flying all the way to Philly to see his ass.
Yep, it's not a fumble.
The Houston show before the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, he is sold out, and I think the Friday after that Black Friday show is sold out as well. So they trying to beg him to add another show for Houston.
Hey,
I know Dallas has 2 shows, New Orleans has 3 shows, and because he's supposed.
Before we go, I bet you any money that a great number of the women that's going to be there is going to be them women that was at church.
Absolutely.
And all of them. I mean, a whole bunch of them. I would buy.
They buy tickets with tithes.
Right. They were probably buying their tickets on the way home.
Yeah, I would buy a ticket for that for a woman. Mm-hmm. I probably wouldn't go to the Usher show.
I mean, but that's the reason you go to an R. Kelly concert.
You know what I mean?
As a guy, you don't go to an R. Kelly concert because you're an R. Kelly fan. You going because you know R. Kelly, Jodeci, whoever it is, they packing out the house with women.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm an R. Kelly fan. I was an R. Kelly fan.
No, I'm an R. Kelly fan too. Free to go.
Prince and Usher, yeah, I'm their fan. I don't think I would go to an Usher show, but I get it. But
absolutely.
Anyway, that's peace right there.
Appreciate your definition of fumble. We certainly do understand your rationale behind it all.
We a lot of things went into looking at this because a lot of times a lot of women are making the mistake these days of pushing guys away with their words. And that's considered a fumble too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't know they regret it now, when they come across the next person, when they come across somebody that doesn't treat them well, they'll look back and they'll probably be like, damn, I fumbled.
Right.
I messed that up. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I would have
greener grass
kept rolling with that one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The greener grass, so that's what they say. They think the grass is green on the other side, right? But somebody still got to cut the lawn.
That's right.
You feel me? But with that said, we came in only to do it. You know what I'm saying?
A quick hit.
I like that. I can't cap. I like that.
Hey man,
I'm gonna be using that too.
Yeah, man. Hey man, it's yours, man. You know what I'm saying? We just came in though, everybody, to do a quick hit. We appreciate anybody that came through. We seen the numbers go on there. We definitely appreciate you. We are back. We want y'all to come on through. When we do the backyard boogie, we're gonna be out there getting it in with the music and everything like that. Probably dance 1 or 2 times too.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Probably play Usher song.
All right now.
You feel me? Probably get it on like that. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things coming up though. But with that said, don't drop the ball.
Right. Don't drop the ball. Don't fumble.
Don't fumble. Don't
Jay-Easy, you've been fumbled before. I'm sure somebody else will see your value and your worth. Don't give up hope.
Yeah.
Trust me, sweetie. I appreciate the sentiment and the statement you made and everything, but at the end of the day, like I said, I fumbled and I've been fumbled. Life goes on.
That's right. Life does go on.
Yeah. Life got to keep on rolling no matter what. You know what I mean? But with that said, we gonna step out because we just want to come in on a quick note to see what the people was gonna say, see if anybody was gonna come through. Whoever listened, we appreciate y'all to the full. Oh, Mr. Higgins, you just coming in. We about to go out. I don't know if you've been here, but we glad you did show up. We was just coming in for a quick 45 minutes to an hour, and we did that. And now we about to get up out of here and hit the road, Jack. You know what I'm saying? But Look out for us next time. We're gonna put it on my page, Ice page, the True Life 2 page, and the Indians page. So if you see us coming on, come on and check us out. And if you see us post anything and you want a topic on it, let's do it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, say your piece, Jay Easy. You about to say something?
I was just gonna say, y'all be blessed. Much love and respect. I love when y'all go live because y'all be having the most in-depth topics and conversation, and there don't be no jive. It be real stuff that you can apply to your life and think about and put fat on your head, as Pimp C would say.
Put some fat on your brain.
So that's why I always try to catch it, and I feel bad because I woke up and looked and I say, "Oh, they done already went live on Facebook. That mean they almost done on YouTube." So like it's I wouldn't even say I participate for the entertainment value more as the knowledge that's shared. It's a very deep well of wisdom between the two of y'all, and I appreciate the fact that y'all are willing to share it, and not even in a way is where you trying to convert people's mind to think the way y'all are. You just trying to spread knowledge and love in a positive way. So I can appreciate that because considering what is out there as far as entertainment goes, I need something healthy for my mind and spirit. And that's what I get when I
received that. We received that, G. We definitely do, man. We like to hear that. And that's why I watch other people's shows. When they go live, I watch them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can be in the background because I might be working or whatever, or doing something else, but I'll watch from a distance. You know what I'm saying? I don't do much on their lives, but if they ever ask somebody to come up, I'm jumping in just for a quick second or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make sure.
Right.
So yeah, but that's peace, man. We definitely receive your words of encouragement, man, and your kindness too.
Right. It come from a genuine spot. I ain't finna BS you even if my stomach hurting.
That's peace. That's peace. So hey, listen. Anytime you see a PSA out there and you want to add on to it, let us know, and then we're gonna build on it, and maybe we might turn that into a topic.
Could be.
You know what I'm saying? But
right
with that said, we're gonna say peace because we got a couple things to do for the evening. And anybody that's still here or was here or will be here the next time, we're gonna say peace to y'all. And real quick before we go, Al Higgins said, and Ice got her hair flowing. There you go, girl.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
That's crazy how you can use ice and flowing in the same sentence. Now that's cold.
That's cold.
Do you
that
get
is
it?
Real cold.
Don't let the cold go over your head. Peace, y'all. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.